video parts. www.lovethenumber2jamradio.com, y'all. It's the queen of all things indie and my girl, Brittany Inc., the Mafia doll herself.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Tell the people what they're looking at right now.
Right now, you guys, I'm not in studio. I am actually in my salon and I am working. But you know, your fairy godmother, your doll mother,
Yes.
not to let you guys down. So, we're going to get it how we live and we're going to multitask this thing out tonight.
I'm here for that. So what are you doing exactly?
Girl, we doing some knotless braids.
Ooh, bitch, you so good at those. Ooh, that doll in your chair finna get hooked up, baby. Her knotless braids are like no other. Not where, not who, not
Okay.
us.
No, not, baby.
Okay, I'm trying to tell you.
Trying to finish up and get up out of here.
Ooh, those are so fucking cruel.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let me decide.
You know, I
So,
want that next. My petty ass.
so unusual because for me it's so different than what I'm used to. But tonight episode, you guys, it's a new year. So what the hell does that mean? It's the new year. So tonight, so tonight we're in the salon. What do you do in the fucking salon? You talk shit. You get your hair done. You get you some counseling. So tonight we're just gonna counsel our viewers and let them know that starting off the new year and having a new you, the first thing is what? A new fucking do.
Okay. And it will change your life. When you get your hair did and it's different. I mean, like after a breakup or after, you know what I'm saying? Uh New Year basically.
Feel like hair is one of those things for women or even for men. I don't know how it is for men, but for women, we always are looking for something different to do. Like it's either you going through something, I gotta change my hair. Like changing your hair is like the IQ of shopping for women.
Hmm.
Because I don't know about you, getting my hair done is definitely something that makes me feel better.
I
And
agree.
to start the year off, a new color, a new hairstyle that you've never done. Short hair is totally in this season. So you got to do something dramatic, something you normally do not do in order to be a new you. So,
New
Avi,
you,
huh?
new do. New do, new you.
Yeah, new you. But new year, it's not like necessarily a new you, but like a better, different version of yourself.
Okay.
Do we like how that sound this year?
Better, different version of yourself.
A better and different version of yourself.
Okay, so for example, last year I was happy with myself in one area. However, I can better myself in that same area if applying your logic.
Yeah, so like if it's something about yourself that you did not like last year, I feel
Mm,
like okay is a new opportunity for you to change that. So it's no way that coming into this year you should bring any baggage, anything that was over your head into your new year. I don't know if you guys follow like Drika Gates,
ooh,
but
I love her. She just started her vegetable products and such.
okay, I wasn't bringing that up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was definitely bringing up that she has started this ritual basically, and sorry you guys, I have an eye back. But she started this ritual for the beginning of the year, and I'm actually going to take it. And it's where you set your alarm at any given time of the day,
Hmm.
12 minutes. And in those 12 minutes, you are supposed to write down how you're feeling, like exactly how you're feeling. And after you do that, you burn it, and it's supposed to lift off the waves of or worries or whatever that you had wrote down.
I
And
saw
I'm
that.
gonna start doing that because it's so many things I feel like people carry that don't mean them no good, that we don't know how to like healthily drop it off and leave it. Like sometimes we go things and we're not even supposed to hold on to that. Like we're supposed to learn the lesson, feel that emotion for the experience that emotion for that moment, not experience that emotion and carry it into, another month or to another year, especially when that's not where you want to be. I feel like the older we get, we have to realize like you're no longer a kid. When you're a kid, you're forced to do things and live out other people's decisions for your life. But when you become an adult, it's kind of like you have to take that control over your life and say, okay, I'm not gonna do that. And it's your choice. If you're holding on to something that was weighing on you, and even sometimes if you can't change it, you have to be okay with that flaw and say, you know what? I can't change it. It's a part of me, it's who I am, and I'm gonna love me because of that. And if you can't say at the end of the day you love yourself after that, then maybe you need to go into the 12-minute rule, right? And let that shit go.
Hmm. So you write it down. Thank you, Asan Unique, for tuning in. They said facts. So you write it down on a paper and then you burn the paper, and that dispels essentially the whole negative emotion.
Yes.
Okay.
But you're doing it every day. So the challenge is you do it every day for the next 14 days.
Okay. For two
But
weeks.
if you're a person, like I'm a very empathetic person, I feel
Mhm.
like that would be something I would do even after the 14 days, because I'm one of them people like, bitch, I will be sitting there and I'll be thinking, and get pissed off all over again. And that's one thing I didn't want to do coming into this new year. I didn't want others to kind of control my mood. Like, I don't want you to feel like, oh, if I say this, if I do that, I'm going to get this reaction out of you, or I'm going to ruin your day. Like, girl, I don't have time for that. I have so much other stuff and so many people that depend on me, so many different factors that play throughout my day that I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't even have the time to kind of dwell on something that's not proactive in my life. So, if I have to write it down and only feel how I feel for that moment, experience what that is, talk to my higher power and put it in his hands and literally let it go, burn that piece of
Mhm.
paper and keep it moving, then I'd rather do that than hold it.
Hmm.
Which
And hold it
is
in.
try, or you think it's a load of crap?
Do I? I'm sorry, I was reading Jasmine. Shout out Jasmine Rogers for tuning in. Thank you, boo. She said, "Where did this stuff come from? The burning of stuff and letting it go into the air."
Okay, well, the burning stuff basically and putting it in the air. Um, if you have a heritage, I don't know what your heritage is, and I don't want to sound crazy, but Black people don't have a heritage. So you have to step outside of your American heritage, and you really have to figure out where your descent from. And when you start looking into like manifestation, your ancestors, how you even pay homage to your ancestors, a lot of times it has to do with the burning, the incense, the air. A lot of things around you, because it is element, spirit is spirit, spirit is air. So the reason you're burning, the reason you're putting it in the air is because you want spirit to carry away whatever you're trying to get rid of, or you want spirit to carry forward what you're calling to bring forth. So air, burning, any part of the element of this earth is a part of any ritual. I mean, water, fire, it's all part of just ritual.
Asan Unique said, "Your tongue is a sword, my sister. Hence words. You have the power to speak your future into existence."
Yes, words is important, but also the power of writing is important. A lot of people sometimes don't even take in consideration what they're saying because they don't even think about what they're saying. A lot of people speak before they think. And when you're writing, even the Bible, if you're a spiritual person, even the Bible say write it down so the messenger who's reading it can run with your message and give it to the Lord. So if you're one of those people who believe that you are powerful, because we do contain power. Now what your power is, I don't know, baby. That's some soul searching and work you have to do for yourself. And with this year being here, you really want to do your shadow work. And when I say shadow work, I'm talking about you really getting to know yourself outside of music, outside of your friends, outside of a TV.
Well, I will shout you out because you encouraged me to do my shadow work, and I did that for Christmas actually. And you have another comment by Miss Jasmine Rogers from LA. She actually does hair, and I was gonna hook you guys up with each other. She and not does hair, but she manufactures hair, like she does wigs and
Oh, cool.
sells actual hair. So y'all definitely need to link up. But hers is, I was told that was witchcraft. No disrespect. That's just what someone told me. I don't know anything about it.
Okay, so the reason people call anything witchery is because people will talk about anything that they do not understand.
Facts.
I feel like it's nothing wrong with being called a witch. If I feel like this, the more you know, and the more you know, the more you know, and you know more than those around you, it's going to be a lot of things that they talk about and call, and they're just not going to understand. The reason people feel like that is only religious people.
Right.
It's only religious people. Writing a spell is no different than you writing a prayer. What witches doing and speaking things into existence, that's nothing but a spell. Even in the Bible, it says it's witches. Just because you choose to use your power in a different way, for if you use your power for evil, then that makes you evil. But if you use your power for good, you mean to tell me if I use those same words to speak life, good life into you, that I'm evil because I practice different beliefs than you?
Mm, facts.
So you can't say that. It's people in the church that be like, "Oh, she's a witch," and you know, doggone well, them people don't know nothing about witchcraft. So you have to stop reading so much of what's on the surface, and you have to start reading what's inside of you. Anytime you know something is right for you, it's gonna come to you naturally.
True.
And when I started manifestation, no one told me to start manifesting. No one told me to start meditating. You know what got me up? Spirit got me up at 3 in the morning, and I thought it was regular prayer. I was, writing in my journal, and okay, God, thank you for waking me up. And Spirit said, go get in the shower because it's a certain way that you have to usher into my presence. You're not just gonna come here fully waking up, stinky breath, and come sit up here and think you're gonna talk to me. No, we're gonna. It's a certain way that I want you to lay before me, to pray before me, to ask things from me, to ask from guidance. And when you start having that mentality, because if you believe in the Lord, how you show up to praise your Lord? You don't come undressed. We make sure we in our finest on Sunday, don't we? So when you can start doing that for anything man made, you should go above and beyond for self. What are you saying?
Asan Unique says it's a yin and yang to everything.
It is a yin, and it's always good and it's always bad to anything, but that's why you have good and evil. You got
True. The balance.
good witches and you got bad witches. You got good people and you got bad people. It's an upside to everything and it's a downside to everything. But you got people who, don't even believe in the Bible. And I'm one of them people, like, the Bible is nothing but a man-made book that is written in parables for you to feel like you got something in common with other people. And if you really read your Bible, all the people in the Bible are sinners. They all sinners. They all got multiple wives. They all sleeping with other people. They all killers, murderers, liars. You know what I'm saying? Thieves. But we don't want to talk about that. So I be having to let people know, like, those same people that we got stories about are the same people that's no different than us. We're no different. We just living in a whole different time. So you want to condemn me, but God ain't condemn them people that we reading about. So you can't let what you were taught conform you and hold you hostage. You have to break away, because that's the programming. When the first thing that happens when you're born and you're put on this earth, you're programmed. You know, your parents are teaching you what they know, and they only know what they were taught. And if they were not taught any bigger than what you see in front of you, you cannot blame them, and you can't blame the people around you, because when you break out of that mold of programming, it's kind of like the Matrix. I don't know if you guys seen the new Matrix, but it's on HBO Max.
I love the new Matrix.
It's in a movie theater, but it's basically all about programming of the mind and breaking the conformation of the regular world and realizing it's something else beyond what you're supposed to be doing. That's all the big message in your life is supposed to be. What you get, the test that's in front of you, the situations you're going through, they're only a glimpse to what is really bigger for you. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, let me go ahead and throw this hurdle to see if you're gonna go to the book that I already wrote out for you. It's 2 books. It's the book that he gave you, that is his will, and it's the book of you having your own free will. So, you know, once you figure out what type of life you want to live, because it's not what the life that you desire, you only desire what you're supposed to have. So if you desire a $14 million house, that's because you're supposed to have a $14 million house. And it's up to you to ask divine spirit, to ask God, whoever you believe in, what is my direction in order to get me there? So, new year, new you, new mind, new understanding, breaking the mold. Just realizing how to listen to yourself. And if it takes something extreme where you segregate yourself, go on a self trip, do your shadow work, you know, change your hairstyle, change the way you dress. If that is what you have to do to make you feel better, if that's what you have to make you do to see who you were meant to be, then do that. We always are waiting on someone to help us become who we're supposed to be, when the only person that can help you is you.
Jasmine Rogers said, true, people only know what they were taught until you experience things for yourself. And Asan Unique said, but in the very Bible they read today, it states everything God created was good.
Yes. And that's why, and that's why you as a person, when things are happening in your life and things are not going the way you want to, you have to always remember, if God didn't create anything bad and he created me to be good, then it's nothing in this world that I can do that is going to stray me away from what I'm supposed to have. Because God wants you to have the best. If that's the God you serve, I don't serve a punishing God. That's another contradiction. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't. Because if he never made anything bad, how you gonna justify that Lucifer was evil if he never made nothing bad? Well, Lucifer was never called evil. Lucifer, only problem in the Bible was he wanted to be God. He thought he was better then. So you have to. The embodiment of free will. Yeah. And a lot of people don't realize that that's the actual gift that we were given. Like, people think, okay. I have someone over here who's like, how Lucifer evil? God said that really. He was the gift of free will. That's why we can do what the fuck we want to do. That is not why he put him down here. Oh my God. Do you hear this man talking about Lucifer was sent down here for free will? No. We got free will when Adam and Eve bit that apple. That's when we got free will. Okay? God created man because he was lonely. He wanted companionship, and he wanted to see life form. So how far you go? Who do you think Cain's actual daddy? His daddy. Who? Or his brother.
Asan Unique said it also states God is a jealous God.
Exactly. God is a jealous God. But when you start asking, oh, well, God is a jealous God, the only way God gets jealous is if you put anything above him. If you praying every day, if you meditating every day, you're not putting anything before God. Because before you even start your day, you starting your day giving reference and giving thanks. That's what you're supposed to do. Now, I don't know how you start your day, but that's how I start mine. And if I miss getting up and giving thanks and gratitude for breathing air, for waking up, for having lights on, running water. If I can't say thank you for just the little things, why would he entrust anybody with the bigger things? You gotta do well with what he gives you first. He don't give you the well life first. It might look great, but that don't mean you're not gonna experience some things along the way. Everybody go through something. You're gonna go through something. I don't know no one on this earth who is not gonna experience God for themselves. I don't care how old you are. You can be on your deathbed. You can be a kid. Everybody has to experience some form of God for themselves. Because how would you have a relationship with him? I can't have a relationship just because you tell me that's what I'm supposed to have. That's an experience I gotta want, and that's an experience I gotta need. So, you take it how you want to take it. You got to think about God as if you want air. Because that's the only way he's going to continuously bless you. Because I think I'm God's favorite. Everything I ever wanted, I speak it, and he's going to bring it to pass. I don't care if it's a year from now, 2 years from now, a few months from now. I know God loves me, and I know he hears me because I talk to him. I have that relationship. I don't have to go to church. The people in the Bible didn't have a church. This is if you believe in God and you believe you're a God, that's something that's naturally, instinctively inside of your mind. You're gonna know your creator. Thank you. I don't care. It's like a mother and a child. If that child never seen his mother, it's an instinct in that child that's gonna be like, I know that woman is something to me. Mm-hmm. It's a natural instinct. Yes. So I don't care what no one says. Like, you're gonna experience him. It ain't gotta be today, it ain't gotta be tomorrow, but trust me, you're gonna experience real life. Amen. So, what Jasmine is. I'm ready. What else you need? I think it's cool though. Like just the journey of reintroducing yourself to self is a whole experience. Amen. You know what I'm saying? Like I just shared a video with Lauryn Hill, and we definitely don't see her, but it was so powerful. I had to share it. She said, how can you say you know me when I barely know myself? I got to reintroduce myself to you because I had to figure out who I was. I'm not the same person that you knew a year ago. I'm not the same person you knew 10 years ago. And definitely if I grew up with you, I'm definitely not the same person from my teenagers or my 20s.
Right.
So if I'm steady learning myself, if I'm steady trying to figure out my part in my life, I really don't have time to convince you who I am because I have to reintroduce myself every couple of years. Something is forever changing in my life. Nothing in my life is constant. And it's okay. That doesn't make you weird. That don't make you out of place. That's normal. And I think people take that for granted. I think they think, oh, I'm supposed to say this. I'm supposed to, not change. I gotta have a habit. I gotta have a routine. But what happens when that routine not doing it for you? What happens when the tradition is no longer serving your life? So you have to be able to change. You have to be able to stand firm in your morals, your beliefs, and how you see yourself, where you see your life, because that's the only thing that can stay the same. And even sometimes that don't stay the same. What I wanted in my 20s is definitely not what I want in my 30s. It's just not the same. And it's okay. It's okay. We all live, we all learn, we mature, and we go through life experiences. And one thing I had to learn, you have to get out your head. Nothing is not, it's not that hard. Nothing in life is hard. We make it hard. You can make any decision in this world and it'll never be the wrong decision until you think that it's the wrong decision. Because God gonna bless whatever you do. If he closed one door, he gonna open another one. And if you went and you chose that door, you shouldn't feel no type of way if it didn't work out, because it's all an experience that works for your good. So this year, y'all got me preaching like I'm a pastor in the pulpit.
I feel like I'm at the day gig.
Oh my gosh, y'all know I did Christian radio a couple of years ago, and I stuck on there. And now y'all want me to start back talking about Jesus now. So Miss Lovey, what is the new goal for you this year?
um, I want to be more in my femininity. I want to walk in my femininity more.
Okay, what does
Um, I'm an alpha female, obviously. Not obviously, but I'm an alpha female. So it's a whole lot of like stigmas and a whole lot of, aggressiveness. And I feel like alpha females are more dominant and more masculine, right?
Mhm.
So I want to be able to be in a space where I can be my feminine self and not have to be so masculine, have to be so in charge and not have to always be, you know what I'm saying? Like be in a place where I can trust the masculine energy around me and I don't have to inhabit that. I can just be my normal, not normal, but because I'm not normal, I'm a really non-normal bitch, but um just to be in my femininity. That's it. That was my one of the things I put out there. We can't hear you, friends. Uh-oh. We lost the audio. You might have to your signal is bad. You might have to go. Yeah, it says network connection bad on your end. You might have to go out and come back in.
Am I back?
Oh, yep, you're back.
I'm back. Hi.
Okay. We have you.
I'm asking you, like, what are you gonna do to like help with those things? Because you got to do some work on yourself, right? Like, what does
I
that look
think
like?
is it work on myself or is it just welcoming that into my world? Like
You definitely have to welcome it. You got to be open.
exactly.
Got to be open, but it does take you letting the masculine in a bit.
Asan says you have to search as far as the east for the truth, and we all know where the sun rises in the west, of course. No, it sets in the west and rises. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. But anywho, that's what I essentially that's what something that I wanted to work on. Excuse me.
Okay.
Um, yeah. So to do that, that would be trusting and more open, like you said, to the masculine energy, and not just in like a relationship situation, but just in
Right?
working and friendships, and I can be very dominating, and I don't know if it's an Aquarian thing or not, but it's something I definitely, you know. and mindful of?
This year, I am working on really taking control of like being the main character in my life.
Hold on. Asan says, I am a Sigma female. He said, "Love Miss Lovey is not an alpha female. She is a Sigma female." I don't even know what that means, but that's funny.
Tell him to tell us what that is.
Right. What is that, sir? Sigma. I'm not a fraternal individual
I,
unless you
I didn't play at Sigma.
right, bitch. I ain't play Sigma. I pledge love to jam. Right.
Just 80.
What about you?
Huh?
I said, what about you? What was the main situations or main things you were
Oh, yeah, the being the main character in my own life.
right? Being
So,
the main character.
yeah, so for me, when I say that, it's basically like putting myself before others. I'm very open hearted and kind hearted, and 9 times out of 10, before this year, if you ask me to do something, or I'm always laying myself down to do for others. And I think this year I've been looking for reciprocation in the wrong places.
Hmm.
That I'm starting to realize like that's something I got to do for myself. And I got to make my expectations known up front. What I expect and what I want, what I need, and if I don't get it, I have to be okay. I have to be okay with that part of me letting certain things go that don't serve me. Because
Okay.
I had to realize like no one is gonna put you like you're not the main character in other people's life. Like you be wanting people to put you first and do that or just think about the little things. And 9 times out of 10, they're not. Because that's not how life is supposed to go. Self-preservation is first law. And I messed up. Not somebody else. I messed that up when I start putting myself after everything else or everyone else. So I'm trying to take back my power and really ask myself, like, Brittany, do you want to do that? Not
Mm.
do it because you're a good person. We all want to be fucking good people. But to be honest with you, I've lost a lot of time, effort, energy just doing stuff, that I wasn't supposed to do. So, that's my biggest thing. I don't want to waste any more time doing things that don't serve what Brittany don't want to do.
Okay. I think that's an amazing step into 2022.
Of course, girl. I woke up right before New Year's and I just had a different inner me. I don't even know how to describe it, but how I felt yesterday wasn't how I woke up. And I guess that was like the shift. It's an Aquarius year this year.
Hey.
Or I came into my new year. I feel like God was trying to get my attention. Like, look, you too blessed, you too good. Everything you need, everything you can ever ask for is coming through me. And if you're not happy because of your decisions
Right. And your choices.
and
Like
your
having accountability for your own shit, basically.
ability for your own stuff. So, Brittany, if it don't make you feel good, what you want me to do? That's kind of
Right.
like you telling not to touch the stove and they know it's hot and they still touch it.
Right.
Like, motherfucker, you gonna burn. Like, it's hot. Yes, it hurt. You're crying. So for me, analogy, I feel like the same situation that's bringing me pain, if nothing has changed, I don't have too much time to give it energy. Like I gave you that last year. This year, I can't do it. The only thing I want to make me sad, and I told somebody else, like my prayers are different. I'm not praying about no money this year. money is naturally gonna flow to me because I'm made of money. I'm naturally made of money. It's gonna come to me. I attract it. Thank you. Let me pray for like when somebody's sick. Let me pray when I'm really down, out, and in pain. Like, let me save my prayers for things like that. But praying for a new car, praying for a new job, praying for stuff like that stuff that's automatic. And I think we talked about that, in previous shows. Like, some things in your life are just going to be automatic, and some things you got to make happen.
Right. Definitely.
So,
Like Asan says, never chase money, let money chase you.
what he say?
Never chase money, let money chase you.
Exactly. Like you gotta think of yourself as a magnet, and that's a magnet to anything you trying to pull forward. If it like I don't know, money is one of those things. Like I'm that's not even a thought of me anymore. Like I'm not thinking about how rent gonna get paid or this gonna get paid. Like it's gonna come. It's gonna happen. Like God, it come every month.
Hmm.
Like no. So you have to figure out like what you're wasting your time doing and praying for and manifesting. If you always if you always treating money as if it's not acclimated to you, of course I wouldn't want to be around you either. That's why you broke. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? People
It's
who have
definitely a mind state.
Yeah, people who have money don't pray for money. They're not waking up, Jesus, please cover my bank account of these millions. No,
Right.
they getting up making deals. You win some, you lose some. But I
But you
bet
live. You live to fight another day.
for real.
But
You
we're
got
definitely glad to see you back for this year, for 2022, for the Doll Survival Guide. This is the first episode of the second season.
Oh, thank you. I'm in my second season.
Yes.
I know.
So,
So quickly.
yes, ma'am.
I'm
But
just
I'm glad that we got a chance to check out the salon a little bit, see your fine ass in action.
I know. Normally y'all hear me talk about doing stuff and now y'all get to see it. Hopefully we can see more of the salon and me at work, right? This year.
Definitely. As Sign Unique said, he loves tapping in with you.
Oh, thank you. I love you guys for coming and joining. Thank you. I appreciate
Yes.
it.
The Doll Survival Guide. My fairy doll mother.
Yes. Are we getting ready to close, Miss Lovey?
Indeed, we are.
Oh my gosh. Every time it seems like it's too short. But thank you for letting me video in. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next week, it is your girl, Mafia Doll Brittany Inc. and your girl, Miss Lovey.
Yeah. That's my new shit.
And thank you. Thank you. Until next week. Same time, 8 o'clock.